Good morning, dear students, and welcome to your English language class. I hope you all are doing well. Now, dear students, in the last video, we read the beautiful poem Violet, written by the famous poetess Jane Taylor. In that poem, the poetess has tried to convey the message to us that we must learn to be modest and humble from the violet flower, which, despite being so beautiful and fragrant, chooses to grow in silent shady bed of green grass. हमें उससे ये सीखना चाहिए कि हमें कभी भी अपने ऊपर घमंड नहीं करना चाहिए. हमने अपनी लास्ट पोएम द वायलेट में ह्यूमन ट्रेट्स के बारे में ये चीज़ सीखी थी कि कभी भी इंसान को अपने ऊपर घमंड नहीं करना चाहिए. अब now we'll be reading another poem by the same poet. The title of this poem is The Poppy, which is a very bright red colored flower, as you can see in the picture. Now in this poem, she has given a very different picture of a flower. You can say it is just a contrast or the opposite of what we have read about a flower in the last poem. Now according to her, the violet is a humble and modest flower, whereas the poppy is extremely bright red or scarlet in color, and it does not have any sweet fragrance, which makes it unpleasant or unattractive. But still the flower is very confident and is trying hard to seek everyone's attention. Now the violet was trying to avoid everyone's view, but this flower, poppy, is trying hard to seek everyone's attention, and it's flaunting its bright red or scarlet color so that everyone who passes from there must have a look at it. Now you see, even the humans try this hard to seek everyone's attention by wearing bright colored clothes, or they try to seek attention by doing various things. Okay, now children, this is the poem, The Poppy, which we'll be reading today. Now as you can see, there are 4 stanzas and I'll be explaining each stanza to you. But first let me read out the poem. High on a bright and sunny bed, a scarlet poppy grew, and up it held its staring head and thrust it full in view. Yet no attention did it win by all these efforts made, and less unwelcome had it been in some retired shade. Although within its scarlet breast no sweet perfume was found, it seemed to think itself the best of all the flowers round. From this I may a hint obtain, and take great care indeed, lest I appear as pert and vain as does this gaudy weed. Now I'll be explaining all the 4 stanzas one by one to you. And this is the poem that we have, The Poppy. All of us like flowers, and we have our own favorites. Some of us prefer roses, some might like tulips, but we never relate the qualities of a flower with human beings. Let's find out how this poem compares a flower's qualities with humans' characteristics. Now here's our first stanza of the poem. Let us try and understand what the poetess has tried to convey here. High on a bright and sunny bed, a scarlet poppy grew, and up it held its staring head and thrust it full in view. Now high on a bright and sunny bed, a scarlet poppy grew. Means a scarlet means bright red in color. Now a bright red colored poppy is growing a bright and sunny bed. Now as we have seen in the last poem, the was trying to hide itself and it was growing in a shady bed of green grass. Now in contrast to that, the scarlet poppy here is growing on a bright and sunny bed. It's not scared of anything and it is growing on a a very bright and sunny bed. And up it held its staring head and thrust it full in view. Now, the word thrust means to push something in a particular direction. अब जो हमारा flower है poppy, it's holding its head high and as if it's staring at everyone and thrust it full in view. It's trying to be seen by everyone. It's trying to seek attention of everyone, all the passers-by, and it's not hiding itself. It's trying to show itself to everyone. तो यहाँ हमें देखने को मिलता है कि जो हमारा पॉपी फ्लावर है, विच इज़ अ वेरी ब्राइट कलर्ड फ्लावर और स्कारलेट इन कलर, it is growing on a bright and sunny bed of green grass and it is holding its head high as if it's staring at everyone. Now here's our second stanza. Let me read it out for you. Yet no attention did it win by all these efforts made, and less unwelcome had it been in some retired shade. Now, yet no attention did it win means even if it's trying really hard, still it's not getting any attention from anyone. By all these efforts made, मतलब वो जितने भी efforts लगा रहा है कि लोग जो गुजर रहे हैं वहाँ से वो उसकी तरफ ध्यान दें, but still nobody is paying any, and less unwelcome had it been in some retired shade. मतलब शायद वो इतना ज़्यादा अनवेलकम नहीं होता, इतना लोग उसको वेलकम करते अगर वो किसी रिटायर्ड शेड में होता, अगर वो कहीं बहुत ही एकदम शेडी शेड में, शेडी ग्रीन ग्रास में अगर वो होता तो शायद लोग उस पर ध्यान देते, लोग उसको वेलकम करते कि वाओ सच अ ब्यूटीफुल फ्लावर. बट हियर द लोकेशन, इट्स नॉट फिटिंग इन द लोकेशन वेयर इट्स ग्रोइंग. तो यहाँ पे कोई भी उस पर ध्यान नहीं दे रहा है. इवन उसका जो इतना ब्राइट रेड कलर है उसके बावजूद भी उसके ऊपर कोई ध्यान नहीं दे रहा है. तो जो पोइटेस है वो यहाँ पे कहना चाहती हैं कि लेट योर एक्शन स्पीक लाउडर देन योर वर्ड्स. आपकी जो क्वालिटीज़ हैं वो आपको बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए. नाउ दिस इज़ आवर थर्ड स्टैंजा. Although within its scarlet breast no sweet perfume was found, it seemed to think itself the best of all the flowers round. Means, although within its scarlet breast no sweet perfume was found, it's not spreading any sweet perfume. The flower poppy is not spreading any fragrance, any sweet perfume. उसके अंदर कोई भी खुशबू नहीं है. And if you smell it, you won't find it very pleasant. It seemed to think itself the best of all the flowers round, but still the flower think itself as the best of all the flowers. वो खुद को जो है सबसे अच्छा फ्लावर कंसिडर करता है, even though it doesn't have a sweet perfume and it's not very pleasant if you smell it. Then also it's considering itself to be the best of all the flowers. And this is the mistake that even we humans make. We judge ourselves to be better than others and we pretend that we are the best even though we are not. Nobody is perfect and सब में कुछ ना कुछ कमियां होती हैं, लेकिन उसके बावजूद कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो खुद को दूसरों से बहुत सुपीरियर समझते हैं और फ्लॉन्ट करते हैं अपनी क्वालिटीज़ को, दैट या वी कैन डू दिस, वी कैन डू दैट. सो वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम दिस फ्लावर. वी मस्ट नॉट शो ऑफ. नाउ दिस इज़ आवर लास्ट स्टैंजा ऑफ द पोएम. फ्रॉम दिस आई मे अ हिंट ऑब्टेन एंड टेक ग्रेट केयर इंडीड, lest I appear as pert and vain as does this gaudy weed. Now, the poetess is saying that from this I must obtain a hint and take great care. मुझे इस फ्लावर से एक हिंट लेना चाहिए और बहुत ध्यान रखना चाहिए Lest I appear as pert and vain. What do you mean by pert? Attractive, and vain, too proud of your own appearance. वरना मैं बहुत ज़्यादा एकदम प्राउडी लगूंगी. As does this gaudy weed. Gaudy means very bright or decorated and therefore unpleasant. कोई चीज़ बहुत भड़कीली या चटकीली होती है कलर में तो वो अपना जो चार्म है उसको खो देती है, और जो चीज़ बहुत ही सिंपल और सोबर होती है वो आँखों को भी सूट करती है, एंड इट्स लुक वेरी प्लेजेंट इन अपीयरेंस. So from this I may a hint obtain, and take great care indeed, lest I appear as pert and vain as this gaudy weed. Now weed means an unwanted plant growing in a field. So हमें इस फ्लावर से ये सीख लेनी चाहिए कि हमें कभी भी खुद को बहुत ज़्यादा प्राउडी नहीं समझना चाहिए, दूसरों से सुपीरियर नहीं समझना चाहिए. हमें डाउन टू अर्थ और सिंपल लिविंग होना चाहिए. Now students, I hope that you have understood the poem well. Now here's your homework. Now the poet has used many words to describe the violet. How many more can you add to that? You have to look up the synonyms of the words the poet has used for the flower, the violet, and you have to write it down in your notebook. Now colors are often associated with emotions and qualities. There are many phrases in the English language which use colors to denote qualities and emotions. Now can you complete the list of such phrases given on the next page? Now there's a list of sentences which you have to in which you have to fill the colors according to the qualities or emotions of human beings. This is your homework. You have to do it in your rough notebook, get it corrected, and then you can fare it up. Hope you all are doing your homework regularly, and if you have any doubts you can always ask me in the group. You are more than welcome. Please feel free to ask your doubts. अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चन आपको समझ नहीं आता है, कोई पोएम में स्टैंजा समझ में नहीं आता, या अगर चैप्टर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं वो समझ नहीं आ रहा है, यू प्लीज़ फील फ्री टू आस्क मी. You have to fill in the color names according to the emotions or qualities in the brackets. And this is your last question. Now you have to list out the words and phrases that describe the flowers, the violet and the poppy as being the opposite of each other. 2 examples are given for you. You have to fill in the list. You have to give the all the qualities of violet and poppy that we have read in the previous video and in this video as well. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you've liked this video.